This video will include unparalleled sexiness of comic book characters in their swimsuits. You have been warned. Ah yes, the 90s, a time of peace and prosperity unless you were a rapper in the States, that is. From the fall of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War to the rise of the internet that ushered in a new era of teenage girls going off their rockers that inspired e-girls and e-boys and OnlyFansers today. The 90s is home to the era of pop culture with things like Rugrats, Hey Arnold, X-Men, the Batman the Animated Series, Britney Spears, Clueless, and Spice Girls Wanna Be released along with Genuine's Pony. Truly the best of times. The funny thing is that I'm born in 1999, so all of the 90s are basically irrelevant to me, although a lot of things carried over from the 90s to the 2000s. But enough about the world's sexiest era. Does anyone remember those weird swimsuit specials published by Marvel Comics during the early to mid 90s? I swear they were only made to show off the Marvel superheroines in skimpy, revealing and sexy swimsuits. I know the men of Marvel Comics are also featured, but come on now, we all know whom these comics were aimed at. And it's not women, though I'm sure some of them really enjoyed these issues. But that is totally besides the point. The Marvel Illustrated Swimsuit issue and its subsequent name change to Marvel Swimsuit Special were inspired by a Sports Illustrated Swimsuit issue published by American magazine Sports Illustrated, which features women and women only from all walks of life. I'm just kidding. It's basically just very good looking fashion models, celebrities and athletes. Since its inception in 1964, it has released annually, not missing a single year since its launch. In 2005, a very long time ago, Sports Illustrated Swimsuit was estimated at a value of $35 million. In 2019, the magazine held a 2-day exhibition in Miami which gave fans the chance to experience the world of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit like never before, which I can imagine is just a bunch of sweaty, overweight men. But back to Marvel. In January 1991, which funnily enough, which is not a real word, the first Sports Illustrated Swimsuit issue was also released during the month of January. And for some reason Marvel Comics thought it would be a good idea to make their own parody of illustrated swimsuits. To absolutely no one's surprise, the specials were met with mixed reviews. Now, I can definitely see the appeal of the specials, seeing your favorite female character in almost no clothing, being drawn as sexily as possible, in a position you could only dream of. I can imagine a lot of comic fans have had some sort of lewd thoughts about female comic book characters. And no, I swear to you that I don't have all the swimsuit specials in my collection. I don't, okay? At least I think I don't. No, I don't, I promise. The swimsuit specials survived 3 different editors, which I imagine were all single men. All of the issues featured different locations of Marvel Comics. Comics writer Chris Claremont called the series problematic and plagued by inherent disadvantage female characters faced, and criticized its focus on titillation over storytelling. And in 2011, comic critic Richard Cook dismissed the swimsuit special as spank material for nerdy teenage boys, and you know what? I could not agree more. It is prime spank material. He also criticized the quality of the series artwork, noting that ostensibly sexualized swimsuits of multiple female characters were ironically just as revealing as their standard superhero costumes. And unironically, he is right. Some superhero costumes are absolutely wild, for better or for worse. Critic Megan Bird praised Marvel's swimsuit special in Women Write About Comics, arguing that the series fulfilled fans' desire to see the characters sexualized without the goal distracting or minimizing the content of in-continuity stories. She praised the series for its unadorned fan service, particularly its sexualization of both male and female characters. In a separate review, Women Write About Comics critic Wendy Brown argued that sexualized artwork of the swimsuit special compared favorably to sexualized artwork in narrative-focused comic books, specifically citing Milo Manara's criticized variant cover for Spider-Woman issue 1, arguing that sexualization in the Marvel swimsuit special is contextual rather than gratuitous. And I think we have all seen the variant cover of Spider-Woman issue 1. I personally have no issue with the cover myself, if it was supposed to be a calendar something, you know, those big calendars that are in mechanics stores or whatever. But I do have to admit that it's very tone deaf and it makes no sense in the actual context. Her ass crack is literally spread so far apart, you would think she was a skunk about to gas the entire city. but in all honesty, it is a ridiculous position to be in. She looks more like a leopard on the hunt than an actual kind of crime fighter. In January 2015, artists Chris Anka and Kevin Wada announced that they had ceased production on a new Marvel Swimsuit special after being unable to reach an agreement with Marvel over the book's publication. Planned as a 52-page art book, the number 52 being very ironic, but anyway, it was supposed to be divided evenly between males and females. But after some talk with Marvel, they decided not to go ahead with the project. Then in April 2018, a revival titled Marvel Summer Special was announced with cover art by Adam Hughes and Ron Lim. The series was scheduled for release in July of that year to coincide with Marvel's 80-year anniversary. 3 weeks later, the issue was pulled from Marvel's release schedule, effectively cancelling the title. Marvel gave no reason for the issue's cancellation beyond "will not be resolicited." The Marvel Swimsuit Special left a big legacy behind, as many different comic book publishers began their own swimsuit specials, including but not limited to Ballistic Studios Swimsuit Special, Aspen Splash 2006 Swimsuit Spectacular, Grim Fairy Tales 2012 Swimsuit Special, Gold Digger Swimsuit Annual, Lady Death Swimsuit Special Issue 1, and my personal favorite despite only discovering it during the research for this video, Street Fighter Swimsuit Special 2016, which, I'm not gonna lie, has the best art out of all of them, including Marvel. It has different art styles as well. It also has a sexy Rio, so, you know, automatic win. So there you have it. That was a brief look at the history of Marvel's horny era between 1991 and 1995. What was going on there, I cannot tell you. They were probably pumped with aphrodisiacs, but if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of me and this channel, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.
Monster.